Hola, buenos días. Hello, everybody. I'm back home. I'm back in Spain. Been around and take some time to relax after all this traveling. Want to say thank you guys for joining in, coming in, sharing the clicks, the likes, the subscribes, and hopefully these reports are helping you in a daily life. And particularly, I want to say thank you to my darling sitting behind the background watching the chat. Baby, I love you. All right, what is going on now? We have, if you watched yesterday's report, I was talking about particularly whether the moon is going to be meeting Saturn at Pisces. This is a very karmic times, or this is a if I have to describe in a way, it's about check time, to do the checklist. Have I finished these karmic lessons? Have I finished these situations and so on? Just so you know that Moon and the Saturn, when they are meeting together, that is it about to check out the structures because Saturn is a structure. Saturn is the keeper of the karma. Okay, you gotta have a laws. You gotta have a structure, and this is why sometimes we are facing things that we cannot do. Here's the restrictions. He's like, there's got to be an order, okay? You cannot have things without the order, and that's what he's the teacher. And here is about that in Pisces, particularly, we're talking about the spiritual growth. So today the moon is going to be moving from this. We are preparing for the new full moon. You're going to feel the pressures of a certain things because all this is going to be with a lot of emotions. The situations with a lot of emotions, it's coming because all this is going to be opposing Venus and the south node that is at Virgo. Triggers, have you develop yourself? Have you overcome yourself? This is about that right now you're gonna go deep in there because this is a deep within the subconscious patterns in there about the long lasting things that you're pouring into your perspective, but they're gonna be in the new way. They're not gonna have nothing with the old. If you're finding yourself right now in a place where everything old is crumbled, congratulations, you are in a path to develop a new, a new things. New things that are coming particularly towards us, towards the humanity, but we're also going to be checked. What do we do? This check is going to come internally, but it's also is going to be a collective because this is in Pisces. Collectively, we have to choose to ending certain things, but are we going to do it with this? I want to say thank you guys. Hi Namira, hi Ranveer, thank you for coming in. And how is it look today that this energies is going to be affecting us? I'm going to be come back and I want to give you some screenshot up here as how do I see it, what do I see, and so on. And okay. So we're gonna have very strange things. First of all, the sun does not make in a lot of aspects, so lack of authority. We're gonna see that the moon and the north node is gonna be matching, which is the moon. It's focus of where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna be doing it from now on, how I'm gonna be developed within it. But you look at it from spiritual point perspective, okay? And some of you is going to be going deeply to doing some soul searching. how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have long-lasting relationships, and I'm going to be encouraging for a long term. What I'm going to be do, I want to prepare myself because I live in a false reality. This is going to be a very practical, structural moment because this is where you're thinking about the future. You're setting up a goal. You're setting up a plan in there. The same time, Mars is going to be dive deep in there. Mars is not going to have aspects, but he's conjunct with what? With the true Lilith. It is about digging at the truth within. So, and this energies at the moment, we are going to be see some a very beautiful self-reflection time, and down the road, we are going to see as the sun is going to coming out that we are still looking for what? The balance. Okay. This balance is going to be showing up very particularly with this. We're going to have some quite a bit moments as we are talking about that here at pay attention that Mercury is about to exiting. Okay, we have these communications for ourselves for the growth, and with Pluto it's coming in, but all the energy is going to be piled up in here during the day. We have the moon joining in the north node, and that it's causing it this particular moment we to look for a better future. So with those energies that we are gonna come at 9 o'clock, energies communications. What are you gonna talk about it? How are you gonna communicate? How are you gonna operate this left brain? You may gonna see your left side of kind of like overwhelmed in there. Communications like with people or think is like a blockage. There is something out there that it's bugging you, and you don't know because there is no balance. And well, there is no balance because Saturn and Neptune says like you're not balanced with what? With the karmic lessons. You're not balanced with the things that you need to do. You're not balanced with situations that were promised. And what did you promise to yourself? Where are you as yourself? And this is going to causing a lot of needs and things to be more authentic to yourself. But at the same time, you to develop resilience to stay into the truth. Okay, because Saturn it's coming is like triggers all the guilty consciousness. Is like, okay, you're in this mess because you were in this, you were not, you were supposed to be, you are told, you know about it, but you did it anyway. Now let's see how you're gonna be checked out. So this is what Saturn will do. He's gonna test us out. And later on at 9 and 10 o'clock, we're going to see these communications and the needs of transformations about the truth is going to be rising up because Mars is going to be rising on the event horizon and it's going to go to the 12th house. 12th house is everything. It's processed first what? Into the soul. Okay? First, you're processing it. Is that going to be from within? That's going to be resonate within me. Is that going to be happen within my own self? The moon is going to be some having a still effects with this. The moon it's at 16 degrees. The north node it's 18. You're going to feel that push in there. You're going to feel a lot of power. Okay. The moon right now it's developing its full oppositions with the sun. Okay, this is a very, very interesting build up within the intuition. It's going to be kind of like its own strength. So she's going to be like, I'm going into the new, I'm going to be developing. And don't forget about it. We are in this season of Libra. That is at the time where you doing the balance sheets. This is a like, okay, this is the harvest that I got. This is what I did through the year. I have to prepare for the winter. I got this, I achieved this, but I did not this, and so on and so on. And it is about this self goal setting, self accountability. Okay, so this is gonna be some very good positions, very good energies. There is not that much to kind of like puts pressure because uh, Mars right now, it is basically. I'm gonna wait to see the actions. I'm gonna wait to see the spreadsheet. I'm gonna go ahead and see how much money I'm going to be. I'm gonna see what the market will be. I'm gonna be preset myself and setting up, make sure I have enough wood. Back in the days, enough wood so we can survive the winter, and so on and so on, right? And this is the time that we are preparing it for this cold weather, right? But it's also, this is the time when are you preparing for your authentic self. Hi, Van B. Glad to see you here. All right. One of the things at 1 o'clock, this is going to be the inner work. It's connecting within the sun, and the sun is going to be beginning to have this 150 degrees with Saturn. Now the authority is going to be like, I'm going to wait to see what the moon is going to do with Saturn. I'm going to wait to see what the moon saw with the North Node. I'm going to go ahead and see what Neptune is going to be giving to me, right? Neptune is coming back between this newborn and go back to the dead, because guess what? We haven't cleared in there we haven't cleared some of the visions, some of this programming and so on. Now Neptune's coming back and it says like, you're on the wrong path. Come back. You need to clear something. You were in the past, is going to come back and hunt you. Let's clear some stuff from the past. Let's clear something in the past. And I know this is going to be some tiring of digging it within the past in there, but we have to look that we're not only carrying our own actions in the past, we're also carrying what? Somebody else's luggage, and the bloodline. And this is going to be some clearing within the soul, okay? You are born in that bloodline to understand the issues and clear yourself out. Once you clear yourself out, allow the rest of the bloodline to take in effects, because what you emitting from within yourself is going to affect your bloodline. All of a sudden it does it. It works like a magic, right? This is going to be some, this part of feeling your own responsibilities in there, because Saturn is going to be what? Accountability. All right. At 2 o'clock, we're going to see this inner work that is going to be very close. You may going to feel a little bit irritated within this because that inner work is going to be connecting close to Mars. But Mars is like, nah, wait a minute. I got to get into this other stuff. But we're going to start seeing it that Mercury, the finger of God, is there with Saturn, with Neptune. The moon is going to beginning to activate it with Uranus. Now, the messenger of God, it's coming in and tells you, here's how to make a balance. Would you make the balance? And those balances in there, when the communications and the messages are coming in, hopefully you got the messages even from yesterday, how you going to process it? How you process the things, how you do the things within you is going to be determined of how true you are in your own self, it's in your own shadow. Okay? The mean Lilith, it's still at Scorpio. That means she's grinding it out in there. She's currently at 21 degrees, so she start climbing up from Scorpio. She's getting it. It's like, I need to get out. I solve what I need to solve, but there is some still things that I need to do. It's not everything is not clear. All the dirt under the rock is not there. The energies that I have to find, the truth is still not there. So this is a very, very interesting moment right now, as a Lilith is sextiling Venus. It is about like, okay, I feel there is something elusive out there. This is something programming, something I got within me that is not truth. What that might be. We're gonna see this over because the moon it's actually opposing Venus. That energy of opposition with Venus that it's in Virgo. Look at it as I said, the legend of Australia. That oh well, the people doesn't do this, the people don't do that. They're not there. They're not this. I'm gonna withdraw myself, okay? Because that's what Australia did. She went out and she got her blessings and she went up the sky and she's like, I'm just gonna monitoring the guys and I'm gonna help them, right? But now you're facing this karma that it's coming in. It's like you need to go back. You need to go help. You need to get into the collective spirit. You need to go to this. You need to be able to be doing things. And it thinks it's gonna be facing what? Emotions about values and love. Okay, but values, what values? And right now, the intuition is going to come in. The values are preset in the universe, and Saturn is the keeper of the secrets because the transformations that it's coming in from Pluto being in Aquarius is giving it to us. Okay, so the gravity of the field in there is going to be turning itself on because it is turning to a magnetic field. That magnetic field is going to be affecting on us. We are living on Earth, right? And when we feel this magnetic field, we're turning to emotions that we are translating it. And that's how we are doing these interpretations of these cosmic events that is happening and the reflections on us. But it's all depend of what is your belief system, what is your understanding about karma and consequences, what is your level of awakening and awareness of your consequences of your actions. And that's what overnight this energy is gonna come in. But it is about that we are setting up ourselves for very lasting internal self within. Hi, 6 o'clock. This is gonna be the energy that really is gonna kicked in, and we're gonna be seeing it as the energy is piling it up right here. We see all this energy is gonna be challenging Venus and Virgo. Not everything has to be perfect, right? We are looking at for the perfections, but the perfections is in universe. You're not doing the wrong things, good things happen to you. You're not doing the crazy things and manipulations things, guess what? Truth's happening to you. You do a certain things, you speak in the truth, then the truth it comes in. You get in the confirmations, and that's what Saturn is. Take a look where is your Saturn is. Take a look at how it is in your chart. What is it does for you? Okay? That is going to be pointing out the lessons you have. Because we all have a different lessons, right? We all have a different things within. So look at in there, you're going to be seeing a lot of learning that it's coming. But it's also a lot of restrictions because you're trying to do certain things. You're trying to fight the same things over and over and over, and they don't work because Saturn says like, you shall not pass. Okay? Thinking about like a picture of Gandalf, that he goes and he sees this big giant dragon in there and he's just, you shall not pass. That's what this is. Okay? And this is going to be coming into you. You should stop doing certain things. You should stop, you need to be your true self. And this is going to be trigger the soul path because that's one of the energies they're going to move into the 12th house. And you're going to feel in it all this within you. What was your programming and what is it the realistic situations and love and money? Yes, it's going to be some triggers, but that is going to help you to understand the love and the values much better because Venus, it is sextiling Jupiter. And Jupiter and Venus, when they're sextiling, guess what? That is giving you this portion of, okay, put love into this transformations process. And Saturn is going to be overnight. It's like, okay, let's check things out. Let's checks the things inside of you. Hi, 7 p.m. This is energies where the Chiron is going to come in out. Unhealed patterns. I know that, I mean, he's been, Chiron is sitting there in areas most of the time. Okay. So he is over there. He's still there at 25 degrees. He's a retrograde. So he's going to be moving back, right? And he's going to be stinking in there. But this processes of wounds, it is about like, okay, let me help these people, let me do this thing, let me get, and now you're damaging yourself. Now it's the time to clear that pattern, right? Who is going to have to help me? Me. And that's what Chiron and Aries will comes in and help us out. All right, 8 o'clock. This is gonna be some very interesting moments because we are gonna have the inner work with Pluto. I want to talk about this a little bit more. Let me just give you a heads up. All right, here is the inner work that it comes in. That's Pluto right in here. We have these beautiful synchronizations with Uranus, and we're gonna have this very good piles of energy that it comes in as a good processes. Here is what the lesson is. Okay? The lessons is Venus. Have we properly learned how to love? At the same time, though, we have this yacht, the green lines here. They're pointing into Mercury. You're not a balance with nothing that you are supposed to be doing. And that's what the intuition is going to be looking to the karma. So basically, the energy up here, as you see it here, this is a kind. So the energy comes from here, spreads out, and then it all comes down, go back to its own self. As this synchronization is going to be working as a transformations, as a very powerful intuition learning, together with Saturn and together with where you're going to be going. We are going to be going. All this is going to be asking, give it a time for new visions to comes in and go direct. So Neptune is is going retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. So Uranus is a retrograde. Uranus is going to be going into Taurus. And in the next 6 months, please don't do anything. Don't buy a material stuff. Don't get involved into new things. In a 6 months, you're going to be told what to do. Okay? And what I'm saying about this 6 months, I was supposed to make a report, but I'll give it to you, guys, so you can see what I am talking about. Right here. This is going to be happening at May. We'll see Uranus is not a retro, he's in Taurus. He's going to give us a blessings from what? Venus, Neptune, Saturn, beginning a new life. Okay? This is going to be a very powerful moment in there. As we are going to see Mercury and the Sun, that's going to be coming in and setting us up with the new consciousness. But the new consciousness is going to be take time to be developed. Okay? And this new consciousness needs to be developed. It's also require what? Don't act prematurely. Saturn is going to be asking you, have you grown up? Have you matured? And now he's going to be talking to your intuitions today. And this are going to be some very interesting moments. We are going to be seeing that energy. The messages will come in. The thing it is what your level of honesty to your own self it is. All right, the thing is going to take so much about 11 o'clock. This is going to be the inner work connecting with the moon. And between 11 and midnight, there's going to be a lot of inner work that needs to be done. Okay, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna see it, it's gonna ask you to mature. You have to go ahead and do what this external pressure that it's coming from the conflicts of the previous moments that you did is to let it go so you can see the internal changes of understanding that you have external pressure because of the internal wrong processes within you. This is gonna be deep. This process can be very challenging for the people. Can be involving a lot of stress, okay? But it's actually is gonna help you to determining one thing, understanding the rules and the vibrations of matching what you need to do, what you have been done, and the creations of karma. Okay? And that is leading to how is your engagement from yourself to your inner self, and how is the engagement of that internal self out there with others, particularly in the soul, particularly in the spirit. Okay? Spices, okay? It's ending. Certain things has to end for new things to emerge. Okay? And Saturn is going to be doing some checklist at midnight, because that midnight energy right here is that what I was talking to you yesterday. There we go. It's going to be this check mark between, I can tell you, exactly if you guys are interested to see, I can tell you pretty much where this is going to be happening. Okay, so we are going to see that inner work pretty much about 11:40. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully you guys do your things, do your processes, take time. If you need to bolt out, if you need to kind of like, zip it up your phone, go out to meditations, go in a deep state. Or for you, maybe works like I need to go to the fitness, and when I'm in the fitness, I'm doing my mental work. Or for some of you, it's biking, hiking, swimming, or even taking your pet and you pet him and you just like, this. It's kind of like you talking to the pet, but like you're talking to yourself, right? In there, this is the time of these emotional transformations. Very powerful moments, but they're going to have a reflect. And we're going to see the effects in 6 months from now. Okay? Because in 6 months now, all of a sudden we're going to find this push. Everything going to go direct. Everyone is going to go in direction. And right now it's the time to set the moments for these directions. Okay? That's all I have for you for today. And I want to give you what's happening in the full moon. We're going to have a full moon coming up. With this, the moon is going to be entering pretty much at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon is going to be entering Aries. We're going to feel this new beginning. Okay? So whatever you see fault or whatever you see as a progress, don't take it so much, but take a time for you to get to something much higher, something new beginning in there. And trust the messages from above. This is why I'm doing this deep search within you. Okay? All right, but we're going to be talking about more about this tomorrow. All right, guys? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And much love to you. Do that process with love, honesty, and that's going to be leading you to the truth within. Okay? Because this is going to clear a lot of stuff. This is going to clear your boundaries. This is going to be clear codependency. This is going to be bringing some telepathic communications between people. Okay? You beginning to your true higher self. All right, guys? But that's where the new path is. Much love to you.